able to watch it in full glory.
Excellent. Yeah, I missed a show a couple of 3 weeks ago, and I sat at home with the laptop and watched the chat rooms going by and the pictures. 3 cameras up it was then. Is it 3 cameras tonight?
Just to 2.
That's
two,
okay.
Yep.
And listening to it as well. It's a very interesting thing. I liked what you guys were coming out with. Very good. And the contributors were coming out with some crap as well, which was...
A lot of question in the chat room tonight about the location of the missing Duncan.
Oh, right, yeah, he's in Durham tonight, guys. He'll be around. He's going to be in and out occasionally on Sunday afternoons. Let's go to the phones. Thank you for calling the Play Radio Sunday Night Talk Show. Who's this?
Tommy, I'm just calling to say hello. Tommy, I'm just calling to find out what's on your show tonight. 'Cause I'm at a train station, so I can't listen to you. I'm going to Peckham and I'm pretty scared 'cause I've never been there before. And I know lots of hoodies hang out there.
Very good. That was good improv.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about tonight?
How you would spell the noise that you make when you come.
And what have you come up with?
Well, the Danes spell it OJ. Oh.
Okay, so it's fairly quick then.
Yeah.
Is that
We
the
are,
only
man.
response you've had?
It's been a problem I've had for a while.
We've only just started talking about it. I can't remember how we got onto it. Oh, I know. It's because the telephone number of Play Radio is written out phonetically for disc jockeys here, who obviously are not a numerical. And the number O is written OH, which always distracts me slightly, caller, because it sort of makes me want to go, oh.
And is that your taboo subject for tonight?
No, we're about to get onto that, actually. We're...
Perfect timing.
Yeah. What it is, it's a bit male, though, caller, and you're not a male, or are you just...
I've just got a very high voice.
Yeah.
I can do male.
Yeah, so can I, actually.
What is it? Is it about football?
No, it isn't. No, what it is men... And I haven't told the guys this, so this will come as new things for Matt and Stuart to think about. Men, okay, call each other 2 key names. And we're very clear, I think, about which of those names applies to any man you care to name, right? And you can name me a man now, and as long as I know who he is, I would be able to tell you straight away whether he is one or the other.
Prince Charles.
Wanker.
David Beckham.
Wanker.
My brother.
Cunt. No, I don't.
Your 2 options. Wanker or cunt?
Yes. I was taught this by a senior figure in journalism many years ago. Men, he said, there's 2 types: cunts, wankers. He said we all want to be.
What are you?
Me, I'm a wanker who wants to be a cunt.
Okay.
Do you understand this?
Yes. You're just an idiot, but you prefer to be mean instead.
I would like to be perceived of, yeah. And on occasions when I've tried to be, it hasn't persuaded even me.
So you're just saying that you're nice and there's nothing you can do about it?
You could put it like that. You're very kind, but there are cunts out there, and I envy them. George Bush, for example.
Yeah.
And-
but
and-
he's an
and-
idiot as well. He's a wanker as well.
No, I don't think he is. I think he's an extremely shrewd, hard, successful cookie, and so's Rumsfeld.
But he's thick, though.
Who?
Isn't he?
George Bush isn't thick.
Of course he is. He can't even speak. He can't string a sentence together. Doesn't know what he's doing. He can't master the English language.
It's not for him to know what he's doing, though. It's for the people and the PR and the people around him to know what he's doing, and it's probably all set up.
Well, that doesn't stop him being a wanker.
But he's a cunt.
He is a cunt.
Well, he's both. You have
No.
to admit that some people,
No.
some men are both.
If you were a bloke, you'd understand that's not possible.
No.
Take Jim Davidson.
Yeah.
He's a cunt.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, see, now Stuart and Matt are starting to see this.
I've met Jim Dawson many a time from I had a Saturday job in a newsagent in the village that he lives.
Yep.
And he used to come in the morning. So
Yeah.
most people would walk up to the counter, and if they had the right money, they would just pop it down and walk off.
Yeah.
Jim Davison would come in, and as the papers were one end of the shop, he would literally throw his 25 pence or his 20 pence for the Sun. He would flick it, because he's cool, and he would flick it with his thumb towards you. And if it missed, he wouldn't go and pick it up. He'd make you go round to the other side of the counter,
Cunt.
pick it up off the floor as you walked out.
Genuine nasty man.
Let me see if I'm getting the hang of this then.
Yeah.
Bruce Forsyth, wanker.
Yeah.
Right.
But
think
Tommy,
so.
are
Yeah.
you sure you're not a cunt? Come on, really?
No. I wish I was. I mean, I'll tell
What
you...
about if lots of people think that you are? Does that not make you one?
Not really, no. I'll tell you how I came across this. You know Kelvin Mackenzie, a bit of a nemesis of mine?
Yeah.
It was his theory. And I actually like Kelvin, even though he's been a right sod to me. And that probably does make me a wanker, because I ought to hate him. But I quite like him. But
It's a bit silly to like somebody who doesn't like you.
Oh, well, I admire him. After all, he did choose to have me as an enemy, and you can judge people by their enemies, and I'm quite proud of the fact that he's had a pop at me.
What did he say about you?
Just that I'm a wanker.
So he said to you, the conversation went, Tommy, there's two kind of men in the world.
Yeah, we were in
Cunts and wankers.
That's it. And he realised he was going to go a long way in the media when he joined a local newspaper somewhere in Essex, and he said to somebody, I can't believe it, the place is full of wankers. He said, I'm going to sort this out. And he did a pretty good job. He's a tough cookie, but he's not an out-and-out cunt. He's got a lot of the wank about him, as Kelvin. He tries too hard to be a cunt.
That's
so
what
he's a bit like me, actually. I think he is a wanker who wishes he was a cunt.
That's my impression of him from
See,
reading
take
this.
Clint Eastwood in those Hang 'em High films. He's a cunt, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a fantastic cunt.
Yeah, he means business.
Isn't he? Yeah. And, anybody who's ever been... Al Pacino. Any character Al Pacino's ever played. Cunt.
I love Al Pacino.
Yeah, but what a cunt.
I've had sex dreams about him.
Really?
Admittedly, I've had sex dreams about quite a few men, but I have had them about him.
I read a rumour
Here we go.
that this week that Al Pacino has a very serious drinking problem and is known to stag around LA and grab hold of chauffeur-driven cars as they drive past to try and get a lift home.
That's interesting, but not as interesting as what Zara's going to tell us about what she was doing to Al Pacino in her sex dream.
So it was quite a few years ago, actually. I think it was shortly after the film Heat, because Robert De Niro was in the same dream. All I can really remember is that I was walking along Piccadilly, and they were coming in the other direction, and they kind of eyed me up and said that I've got to go inside this building with them, which was on Piccadilly, and we went up there, and we just started kissing and doing things.
So it's you, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Spit
But
roast?
there was a female friend of mine that kind of appeared as well, and then at one point she was in the room with one of them while I was with the other one, and then we kind of swapped.
Wow.
How often do you have horny dreams like this?
At least once a week.
Do you?
Yeah. And I have them with either famous people or somebody that I know in real life.
Okay.
And then when you see that person in real life, it's quite often somebody that I don't even really like. But then when I see that person in real life, it makes me feel like I've had sex with them when I haven't really. It was just a dream.
Do you get turned on when you see them?
Well, if I didn't like them before, then I'd like them suddenly. So it kind of, not turned on exactly, but sort of thinking, I'm looking at them in a different light now.
Yeah. Well,
But I also have them about my female friends, which isn't so good.
Matt's flattered Zara.
What's wrong with that?
I know, but there is if, you've got to just have a normal relationship with your friend and you've had a sex dream about
see,
them.
when I have sex dreams, they're always complicated, and somehow the outcome is not quite what I've hoped for, and there's an element of guilt always in there, and so I'm doing something I shouldn't.
Really?
This goes back to probably when I was 3 and 4 and picked up this idea that sex is naughty or dirty or something, which I think a lot of people of my generation, my age group, probably have a problem with. But I've had a couple of dreams which were fantastic and totally fulfilling sexual experiences, and I woke up obviously feeling very frustrated.
Yeah.
And you realise that it's a dream.
I know, because they're very intense in the dream, aren't they? They're sort of about 100% more intense. Everything's really vivid and really exciting.
So what do you do in your sex dreams then? Is it straight sex, missionary position, or is it really kind of exotic stuff?
Well, you'll be pleased to know that I've just got onto the train with lots of other people around.
Understood. Yeah. Okay.
Let's not go any further with that one.
No, all you have to do is say yes or no, and then that won't embarrass you, will it?
I don't know, it depends. What's the question?